Hey Stampers, Gaynor again. I have just sat and filmed the card I'm going to show you now and realised that after 8 minutes that the memory was full. I had taken off the ones that I have. It's called, you've got a P root and then you've got all these other little sections. You have to delete everything out of everything. And I thought, because I deleted them out the P root as they call it, I thought I'd done it in the other two sections as well, and I hadn't, so my memory just died a death. So I'll show you the card I've made twice. But don't worry, we can start again. So this is the card I've just made on camera. It's lovely. It's a front step card and it's a great gentleman card, and this is the one I got as my sample. So we're going to do the exact same cards again, but I'm not going to do the sailboat this time. I'm just going to swap it up for the lighthouse. That's the only thing different. The paper's going to be the same, everything. I'm going to show you how to do the little preserve life ring. I've already cut it out. You don't have to have that showing. You can always flip it over and have the plain side. It doesn't matter which way you have it round. It doesn't bother me. I think that one has got it showing. This one hasn't. But it's such an easy thing to do, and it's not that time consuming. Take about 10 minutes, that's all. You're going to need two pieces of designer series paper, 1 1/8 by 1 1/8. You're going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper that are, and they're cut the right way this time, yay, 1 1/8 by 1 7/8. These got little pictures on. And then you're going to need a piece that is 4 by 5 5/8, and I'm gonna show you how to cut this piece so you get a whole piece there in one. And with the bits that you take off the side, you can roughly get those 3 pieces there. Then you'd only need to cut one because they'll come out of that section, but I've already cut them for camera use. So we've got 2 beautiful cards on the go. And that's why I'm going to swap up the lighthouse. But I will show you how it's done. It's so simple. I'm going to set these to one side, just for later. I have got my lighthouse mounted. I've got my anchor mounted. I have cut one of the anchors out already to save time. And I've also die cut one of the ship's wheels out ready, because just to save time as well again. So that's ready, and then we're going to need our thanks. Like I say, it's for any occasion card. You can say thanks, happy birthday, happy retirement, get well soon, anything to cheer a gentleman up. I think that looks lovely. And if you wanted to swap your colours, maybe find some nice pink, and then you could do your sailboat in pink. I think a lady would like that as well. And then you could swap these up for the lovely lipstick or the Grapefruit Grove. They would make lovely cards. So I'm going to show you how I do it in a minute. Let's first of all, and you need thick white card. This measures 5 5/8 by 8 1/2. Your card then, when closed, fits in an oval size envelope. It's 4 1/4 by 5 7/8. So let's pop them up. Oh, and I've stamped me thanks already. We've got to cut that out, and this is perfect size piece of scrap for my lighthouse. So I'm just using up scraps as well, so that's a good thing. I need another anchor, so I'm surely I've got papers in. I've got scraps everywhere. So let me have a look. Whoops. Oh, there we go, look at that. They're thick whisper white actually. Oh, there we go. So we've got using up scraps just to get the bits we want. So as for this, let's pop them to one side as well. I love this process. I think it's so sweet. Just going to grab myself some scrap. And I'm taking my dark Night of Navy marker pen. By the way, that's circle number 8. It's the largest, and then this the inner one then is coming down 3 to the number 5. So I just line this up and I just colour 2 blocks, and then I spin it round. And just do that again. Spin it round. You just want to make sure they're opposites. Don't have to be bang on perfect either. It's your preference. I mean, you could do this in any colour. You could do it in the red, but because my card is blue, I've decided to do it in the blue. Isn't that cute? It is a little bit messy with the glue and stuff, but it's well worth the effort, honestly. Trust me, you don't need that again now. So I've got my thick Night of Navy Baker's Twine. A couple of rolls of that, actually. I just finished one off. Oh, look at that, and he's straightened up a little bit. Just 2 seconds while I draw that line straight. You're not even going to see that anyway, because we're going to add this little rope effect to it now. So just go in either side. Don't only put it on one side at the minute, because you just want to add glue. I'm going to get my snips ready. And then with your fingertip, she says, just hold it halfway. And then just thread this through. I might need to come over actually a little bit. You don't need it at the front because it's going to grip it from the back. 3. I tend to wrap it about 4 times. I might have to scoot this over a bit actually. That's it. Because I don't want any white showing. And 4. And I've still got glue there, see? So because I've put plenty on. Just going to snip that out. And then you're just going to tuck that in. And there's your first one. Isn't that cute? And then just flip over to the next side. And just repeat. Like I say, it takes about 10 minutes, that's all. It can be, like I say, a little bit messy, but I think it's well worth the effort. You all made pom-poms in school, didn't we? I used to love making them as a kid. We'd put them on our hair bubbles, headbands, you name it. We'd make, if my mum was ever knitting, we'd make pom-poms for our hats. There we go, and then just move on to the next one. And because you've, you know, got rid of the white, you can see where the... Anyway, I'm going to start actually close by. That way I don't have to shift it over. Just come this side. It literally takes about 2 minutes to each one, if that. Now on our last one now. Perfect. And then it is a little bit messy, but it's worth it. I mean, if you knew how much you'd used, you could just pull that off. But the hole's big enough for this to go through, so just snip it off. If it does overhang a little bit, or you know, just give it another snip. But the glue is brilliant, so just squash it down. Oh, I love this process. I think it's brilliant. See, we're like halfway through already. Oops, don't fall off, Gaynor. It's the first one I've made a boo-boo on. Out of the 3 I've made. But so worth the effort. I love it. I might send a picture in to a craft magazine. There we go. I'm just going to add the glue. There's literally like one left after this little section's done. Just one. I wonder if I could do that. Just squeeze it into place. Whoops. That one. There we go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. See if that works. No, I'm going to get myself all tangled up. And I'm going to need a tad more glue there. Ah. Gaynor's in a pickle. Silly sausage. There we go. We're definitely on our last one now. That didn't take long at all. You can always fast forward after you've seen the first one being done. I think I'm going to wind in the slack. That's better. Keeping that folded over. Last one, and then we're done. Perfect. I will sort that little bit that's poking at the top now. So how quick was that? I got a bit of glue on my fingers, but it was worth it. Just wrap that over. No one's going to see the back unless they pull it off. Which wouldn't be very nice of them if they did, destroying the card you gave them. And then we're just going to pop the lid off. Oh, wow, okay. I'm going to just pop the lid back on in there. I don't need that for a minute. So all I did then was grab some mini dimensionals, poke Tuck it to up. Ready for later. I mean, it's not like it's going to be roughed about, otherwise I'd add plenty more, but I think that's just fine. It's only going to be sitting at the back of the card. And look how cute that looks. Isn't that nice? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now let's move on to the card itself. This is so simple, it's unreal. And grab your trimmer. I need to switch the blade over because it's getting blunt. Literally got 2 blades left now. Oh my goodness. When it's gone, it's gone. No more blades. What's that in the bin? So now we've got fresh blades, we can start now. Right. I'm going to start at this side. Oh, look at me, got glue all over me now. Push it in. This last tiny little mark there is 1 1/4, and you need this to be at 1 1/4. And what you're going to do, you're going to cut from 1 inch. Have a look. You're going to put your blade in and cut. I'm pushing, keeping my finger up the top there, and you're going to cut all the way down to 6 1/4. Ah, struggling, it's a new blade. Take it out, flip it over, back in at 1 1/4, and you're on 6 1/4, and you're going to take that up to 1. Perfect. Now remove your blade. You're going to put this in now at 1 inch, and you're just going to score a bit up to the cut lines, not in between, not yet anyway. And then you're going to do it at 2 inches. I need to go down a tad more. And then you're going to do this at 3 1/4. You're going to do this at 4 1/4, all the way through, and then 6 1/4, just up to the lines again. So simple. The easiest way to fold this. Let me just grab a cloth. That'll be 2 seconds. I'll get some of this ink glue off my fingers. That's better. Told you it was a little bit messy. But fold your card in half. I like to smooth out those cut lines because it always leaves a raised edge. And then just go down, up, down, up. Perfect. Same this side. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And it all lines up beautiful. The reason I'm keeping the trimmer out is because I want to show you now how to cut your designer series paper in one, so you've got a full piece here. Let's keep them flat. So your designer series paper, this is cut at 4 by 5 7/8, just so I've got a little small border. You're going to put this in at, let me just see, you're going to put this in at 3/4 of an inch. So Gaynor's head goes a little bit. I need the blade anyway. which is now trapped up there. And we're going to cut down 3/4. We're going to cut down to 1 1/4. There. I've done this the wrong way. No, we need, that is 4, so we need to cut this to 1 1/4. To cut it down to 2 3/4, and then we can just simply pop that in and remove that piece. Oh, look at that. There we go. 3/4. Have I done something wrong? Yeah. That should have been there. Sorry, my mistake. 3/4. I've cut it the wrong way. I should have cut it the lengthways, sorry. Down to 1 1/4. Take it out, and then you can put this in at 1 1/4 and cut up. That's it. Ooh, there we go. So I'm going to flip this over because I'm saved. I like working on this side. So you put that in, and at 1 1/4, cut up, put it in 1 1/4 this side, and take your blade down, and just, you can feel it. There we go. And that is your perfect cut. Yes, that should be like that really. And you can get those little pieces, like I'm saying, if you'd have cut that the way I just did on the second one, you'd have been able to get your little pieces out of those. But don't worry about that now. We're all good to go. It's so simple when you know which way to put your paper in, Gaynor. So you put it in with on the short side, your 4-inch way, and then you cut at 3/4 of an inch down to 1 1/4 and then off, and then flip it over and repeat the process for that way. And then this piece fits on there. Beautiful. Like you will. So the best way to attach as well is just open it back out, and then you can start adding your glue. So just make sure you've got good distance either side. You want to come up a little touch. That's perfect. Both hold there. Just make sure all your air bubbles are out. Perfect. And then these pieces, we've got, what's that, stripes? Oh, so they need to go up. Sorry, stripe, stripe, and stripe. Oh, look at that, it's got a little pattern going on. So you miss, after you put your DSP, you miss the first one and go to the second, because that is your piece that's going to get shown, and that is cut 1 1/8 by 1 1/8. And then the other ones are cut at 1 1/8 by 1 7/8, because that distance is 2 inches. It's always easier to do your paper on the flat like this. Perfect. How simple was that? Just fabulous. And then it's just a matter of just folding those back up again. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to put the lid back on my glue. I'm going to give that a good cleaner later. And now we can remove the backings. Look at all those in there than before. I can't believe I've recorded it all and only 8 minutes recorded. Never mind. I've got 3 gorgeous cards now then, when I can get the backings off. So yeah, this was a 3-inch circle and the gap is 2 1/4. So that's 3 inches, and that's 2 1/4. And then you can just, I likes to put that so the white is at the top, bottom and at the sides. So these are offset at 10, 2 and 10 past, 20 past and 22. You're going to need that there. We're going to use our blends and then we're just going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to put that to one side. So here's our bits. And I don't know why I'd stamped that first, but it's just to show that this little label is going to go straight in there and it fits around there beautiful, and the congrats that's in the box as well. And I love thank you cards. I am a sucker for a thank you card, you know me. So I'm just getting my Memento black ink, and look, you can write your message on the back of the card. There's so much space going on over there. And I'm just going to pop my little anchor, beautiful, on there. Clean it off as we're going along, as I do. Lovely. I've got my thanks already stamped out. And then for this gorgeous lighthouse. Die cut these in a minute with my little machine. Oh, that's lovely, absolutely lovely. Love that. Perfect, as they say. Fabulous. And I'm cleaning as I'm going, getting that glue off my fingers. So that's our stamping. I'm just going to grab my blends and I'm going to use the light and dark soft sea foam, seaside spray should I say. And I'm going to use the pencils just for those detailed bits. Doesn't seem to be much ink in there. Love it. Oh my gosh, I've got to do my anchors as well. So I'm just going over the white bit there with the light, and then I'll come back in with the dark. In a second. And then just go over the dark areas. the shading in. Lovely. Lovely. And then we just have some gentle darker under here. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, I love that. Isn't that cute? That's really cute. So, I'm going to fetch in my little machine. I love this so much. And I'm just going to cut now my anchor out. Where is, there it is. Perfect. And while we're here, I might be able to get that out as well. I love how it lines up. Perfect. Spins around like crazy, that little arm does. There's our thanks. I love it. So we've got our two little anchors. Oh, it's so cute. Perfect. Just hold that while it goes through. There and back. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fabulous. Fabulous. You could add some bits of seaweed. Right, there it is. And the little die is there. So I try, try and get as most out of this as you can. I love this little machine, it's so cute. There we go. And then just poke. There. There. And once you've got it out, just gently peel it backwards. There we go. It's got all the detail in there as well. Look at all the rings. Can you see that? That is beautiful. I'm not poking at the centre though, even though it's come out of that one. I'm just going to have a little look actually. I think it, yeah, I think it'll be over the top. So no, I'm not gonna, I was going to do some more shapes, but I thought no, it's going to just take it over the top and then it's going to look silly. So I've changed my mind. So my plates can go back. And then we can do, oops, my die can go away. I love this stamp set. It's brilliant for male cards. Maybe female cards as well, because you could just do it all in pink or red or, So I'm adding a small dimensional just to the centres. And I know you can see that one, but that's easily rectified. Just fill in the centre. Perfect. And then with the anchors, you just literally, I've got to cut a couple in half. You just want them at the bottom because they're being levitated. Whoops. Let's have a couple of these for this as well. And then we can just grab a couple of big ones for this. Perfect. And then that is just going to get maybe I shouldn't have. There we go. I'm going to swap it up a little bit and I'm going to have that going through that way. And my thanks then can go at the top. Come on. That's lovely. Just have this. Don't have it overhanging off the side. Just place it. It doesn't matter if it overhangs off the side but upwards on this one. You just don't want it any longer than the card because there's that is 4 1/4 by 5 7/8 that way. You could have a little bit I suppose, but you'd have to check the size of your envelope. I have my memory's gone. No, not my memory's gone. My memory card is full, empty so to say, so I know how it's not going to go, and a battery I put in is full. Oh, there they go. There's a mouthful. So just going to attach them. I'm slightly going to curve it out a little bit, and on that way as well. That is so mega cute. And now with the lighthouse, I didn't do it with the sailboat, but I'm going to do it with this one. I'm just going to grab some Winker Stella. I primed this up the other day. Oh my MG. I'm going to do that on the ocean and maybe the odd splash. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And maybe on the white of the life preserve. Just a bit shine, you know me and my Winker Stella, hand in hand. love that. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Look at the sparkle on that. Whoa, that is... And all I did with this, just topped it up with the rubbing alcohol. There's so much stuff left inside these. Just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And I've got some gems. Pokey tool. You've got 3 different colours on this. You've got you've got hearts obviously, but you've got dark ones and light ones. And then obviously you've got white, medium. I thought there was darker ones there. I don't want the actual flowers, but I want the darker gems. So I normally have it either side. Like on these, I had it on either side and one at the top. But I'm just going to pop one there. I'm going to have one here. And maybe one there as well. There we go, it's lovely. I'm a rhinestone cowgirl. No, I'm not. So there's that beautiful stamp set. The Sailing Home. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous card. These are the 2 I made earlier. So let me just get my Winker Stella. I wasn't going to put any on because it's a mail card, but I think it's, why not just have a little sparkle on the white. Got a bit of shine. It's a handmade card. So we got 2 with sailboats and 1 with the lighthouse. Love it. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to lay them down now so you can see all 3. So you've got the 2 sailboats. And then you've got this fabulous one with the lighthouse. Do you know, if I made another one with the lighthouse, I could do that now as a set of 4 cards. With 4 envelopes and then decorate a nice acetate box. And I would have a wonderful set of gift cards there. Wouldn't I? Absolutely stunning. I think I might just do that actually. There you go. Which do you prefer? Do you like the lighthouse? Do you like the sailboats, or do you like both? I'd love a thumbs up. This is my 3rd time today. So I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a share. That'd be brilliant. And if you've not subscribed, please do. And then press the bell. I post every single day. So you're going to get a little dose of me every single day. I do premieres in the night as well. Everybody loves those. So come and join in. See you soon. Love y'all. Bye.